What is going on with the truck now? So this video we're going to show you the Plasti dip that I put on my truck. You can tell everything's masked off. Anything that could be taken off, I took off. A lot easier that way, guys, I'm telling you. Mask it off, prep it, clean the paint. It's still dirty in this picture. I had to wipe it down one more time. You'll see on the hood there's some dust still. Wipe it down, get it ready for paint. Painting takes no time at all. It's like 8 minutes per coat on this. Obviously I don't have a bed like you guys do, but regardless, it's fast. With that actual dip your car gun, it turns out pretty well. It's not rattle canned, doesn't give you the lines in there, gives you pretty good results when you're done. So you stick around, watch this. You can see me apply it. You can see what it looks like out in the sun after everything's unmasked. Oh, it's a Chevy, by the way. Notice that? It's like a rock. Anyway, yeah, so I don't need to tell you how to mask off things. You can probably figure that out. Just take your time. It takes a while to do it. This is like a day of just trying to mask it off, coming home at night after work, working on it. Try to get it well. These things do not hold tape for some reason. The green tape I used did not stick to that, so I just pulled those off all the way. Took all the rubber grommets off. I missed those down there, but I did take them off before I painted. There's one in the middle there. I basically taped off everything I didn't want to have to scrape paint off of. It's Plasti dip, it peels off, but I don't want to take the time to do that. So I even masked off like in between the doors where the rubber is, top of the doors, I masked that off. Anywhere that paint will get into is what I masked off. And then anything small like the keyhole on the driver's side, I didn't mask that off because it's pretty easy to peel that paint right off of there. Plasti dip, really, not paint. But I think it turned out pretty sharp. We'll go on into me spraying the truck, and you can see what that looks like. So here's me spraying the truck. Always start at the top, work your way down. So I do the top one side, do the top the other side, go to the hood, do one side, go to the hood, do the other side, and then I start spraying each body panel at a time. That way you don't get much overspray, putting light coats on there anyway, and you make sure you get maximum coverage on the whole thing. So do the other side of the roof, then I'll move on to the hood, move on to the sides. Obviously, since the camera's stationary, I'm not going to show you the other side because you're not going to be able to see anything. But I'll fast forward through all this because it's just spraying and you don't like to see paint dry anyway. It's not much fun. But then you can see it out in the daylight, which is the best part. Everything got freshened up here. I got a new set of 37s on the truck. I got my bed Raptor lined. I Raptor lined my sliders. I'm going to put some grip tape on there for the kids because they complain about sliding on them sometimes when they get in the back. Because now with 37s, the truck's a little bit taller. Kids' legs aren't growing as fast as my truck is. So they got to hop in there a little bit more and they don't like sliding on that slider. But putting the paint on, putting the Plasti dip on. I keep calling it paint. It's not paint, it's Plasti dip. Light coats overlapping each one of the sprays that I do 50%, so that way it gets at least half the coverage on each one of them. I did 4 coats in the truck, so 1 extra than I normally do. I usually do 3 coats, but it turned out quite well. Everything that got masked turned out pretty nice. You do have to peel off all your masking that touches paint when you are done spraying the last coat. Got to keep that in mind. But here we are, outside in the semi-sunlight. It's overcast and cold outside right now, but it turned out pretty sharp. Putting everything back on was always fun. You can see the new 37s. The sliders are Raptor lined. The bed is Raptor lined. Kind of did a freshening up to the whole truck. Is basically what it was. It's getting kind of dingy and ugly looking. Plus, there's tons of scratches in it. I'm getting tired of doing paint correction, but there it is. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment. Like it. Would you do it to yours? Because I do this any day of the week. Everybody hates Plasti dip, but it's fun. Peel it right back off if you don't like it.